Aerosmith back in the saddle from You Gotta Move. This is a CVT guitar lesson for Liam. And Liam, you wanted Brad Whitford parts and you wanted it from this particular live concert. I wasn't able, you said with headphones, Brad's pan to the left speaker. I could not find any headphones, but I was able to follow his parts. And one thing I seem to forget, Liam, is Brad actually plays a lot of lead. And you know, I'm always thinking Joe Perry, but he's quite the player, man. Very tasteful. So standard tuning for this, it's 4 pages. And the first thing you'll hear is the build-up, 3A, 2D. You did say you didn't have a whammy bar, so I do have an idea for it. I really wouldn't overthink it because you can just play it as if there is no whammy, but I'll give you a few ideas, or one that I'm thinking of. 3A, 2D. Kind of a build-up, you're going 8 times. Okay, 13th fret on the B string. I'd use 3rd finger, back it with a couple. We're going to bend, hold, bring it down, do that 8 times. At the end of your 8th one, you're going to release, pull off to 10B, and then pick the 13B, whole step vibrato. So it's this. I don't have quite enough gain, but that's alright. I don't want to switch channels because it's too crunchy on the other one. That's going to go 2 times, and that's just the double dots in there, which is the 13th fret. So this build-up's just the 1 time. Section 2, 19 seconds in. With this style of music, not just Aerosmith, but a lot of the 70s stuff, there's an element of slop, and I don't mean it in a bad way. It's in a good way. Jimmy Page, prime example, that kind of a player, but you know, it's got this groove to it, and things aren't always Paul Gilbert super precise. And I watched him in the concert, because bass and Joe Perry, it's like, but you could see Brad going open, hammering to 3. It just works. Don't overanalyze it, but if you want to make it sound, you know, a little more together, maybe do it from the fret 1. But he's hitting an open E, hammering onto the 3rd fret. Here's the part. But like I said, if you want to grab the 1st fret and hammer to 3. So you take your pick in that. 19 seconds in. So open, hammer to 3, short rest, down, up, down, upstroke, open D and G. Basically a G chord, right? He's playing certain notes in it. Back to 3E, quick rest, and then 3A, 2D. We're going to go 2 times, real staccato tight, you know, and then 3 times into 1A, open D. Careful when you go to the 1 open that it doesn't mute the D string. That's a really cool sounding, both those. You should hear 2 notes. So you're going to go 4 times of that, 4th time no star. In other words, the 4th time is this. That's it. And then Brad is cutting in and out with these little things. 15B, 15G. You'll go, and then he's whamming, you know, like 3 taps on it. If you want to emulate or imitate, I mean, you could do the old neck, kind of see how that would work. You gotta keep that there, but take your hand here and push the neck, you know, you won't bust it. Don't push like Popeye strong, but you know, that'll give you a little bit of a imitation of, you know, hitting that whammy. You can push here so the body goes in, the neck goes out. So that's my, without having a whammy, that'd probably be the thing I would do. Okay, then you're back to the main hook, which is section 2 again. That's gonna come back a lot of times. 2 times, 2nd time no star, and then in place of that at 41 seconds, it's 17G, 3rd finger, 18B, pinky, back the G string with these 2 fingers. You're gonna bend the G a whole step, and then hit the 18B. And there's more whammy taps. I wouldn't do it every time, just pick the ones that feel right. Back to section 2, 2 times, second time no star. A pull off out of nowhere, basically off the G string to an open. Just stick your finger above wherever fret you want. He actually does a dive bomb, which is taking the bar and pushing it all the way down. I wouldn't really overanalyze that part at all. Maybe not even do that, you know. It's just going to sound kind of strange to... But you could always throw that in. Section 1, 2 times from the star. That's just the... that part. More repeats. The next new part is 112. 3rd fret on the B string, slide to 6. Pick 3 times. Vibrato through that. So slide, pick. Okay, and that's gonna ring. Pick 6, slide to 8. Pick 3 times. Oh, we're gonna be using our 3rd finger, right? So 8, pull off to 6 on the B to 7G, just part of a pentatonic scale. 5G, pull off to 3, 5D, little Jimmy Page, Ace Frehley thing. It's cool though, and I really like this. 5, pull 3 on the G, 5, pull D on to the open. That gives you 3D, slide to 5, whammy vibrato. Okay, so that whole little filler would be... You could always manually vibrato. That was the other option I was going to tell you. On some of those little whammy taps, manual vibrato, man. It'll kind of fill it in and make it sound better than just letting it ring through the whole thing. Minute 20, we've got 10G and 11B. 3rd and 4th finger. You'll go down, down, up, down, up. And then 10 on the G, down, up, down, slide to 12. So it's... let's see. Okay, top of page 3. And Liam, you mentioned sending me the completed recording. I'd love to hear that, dude. I think it's interesting and cool that you're taking Brad's parts as opposed to Joe Perry, but I don't know if you're recording Joe's parts and Brad's. So once you get to 12, we're going to go down, up, down. And what he does here, takes a little bit of finger strength, is he bends the 12th fret a step and a half. You're bending this to this. The B flat note is what it ends on. So you definitely want to back it with these fingers. There's your note. And then vibrato. And that can be tough if you're not used to it as well, is hitting your target note and then throwing the vibrato over it without it going up, vibratoing, and then a lot of times it'll swank its way down if you're not used to it. Try to keep it around the note and vibrato around the note. So that would give you... Okay. This part is what I introed this lesson with, just because it's a cool part. 3, E, slide to 5. And then on the A string, go 5, 6, 7, 7, down, up, down, up. So it's... and then 5E. If you're not digging that 5E, you can go open A. Either one. 5A, 4D. 1 staccato, 6 without. So it's... and then the next one starts the same way. But when you go to the 5, 4 AD, go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, change. And that changes 3A, 2D. Remember earlier on, we had the... that type of thing. This is that a step higher. So, do I do that right? Yeah. And then, again. Then back to section 1 from the bends, that's the double dots. That's timestamp 140. Section 4, 156 in. This is some unison bends. These are always fun. 3B, 5G, index third, back that with the middle, put that right behind it. And you're gonna hit them both, but bend the G string a whole step. That's why they're called unison bends. You're bending a C to a D, and you're hitting the D on 3rd fret B string. So it's 2 times. So be careful you don't hear it release the bend. So watch what this hand does. I come down like as if I'm palm muting, drop the pick on the strings, and I'm ready to hit it again. Whammy vibrato taps. Maybe go. Actually, better yet, manual vibrato. 5/7, same thing, just 1 bend though. And then 6/8 vibrato. So you have 8/10 2 times, and then slowly drop the 10. You'll hear it coming down, and that's 2 times. Cool part. 2/10. That's a timestamp. More unison bends on the E and B string though, so we're gotta skip 2 frets this time. 10E, 13B. I'd go 1st and 3rd finger back with the middle. Full step, rest. Do it again, and drop the pinky on 13E. But it's a hold as well, so you should still hear the bend. Whammy, swoops. Don't worry about that on this. Love that. Okay, and then repeats again, the next new part. After the 2/12 timestamp, section 4 1 time, we've got middle finger 10D, slide to 12. Oh yeah, this part's great. 12D, muted G, 12B, muted E, but you're probably going to wind up hitting it. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Back to 11-11, slide to 12-12, and then down, up, down once you get there. So it sounds like this. Slow. It's awesome. 220, we have more repeats, section 4 1 time. Last page is page 4. 226 timestamp, middle finger. This is cool, and actually they showed him in the video you sent me. You could see where he's at with this. That helped a little bit. 14G middle, half step bend, bending it to this. Hold it, and then the 13E. So, whammy stuff. Don't worry about it on this. More repeats, then at 243, 13B, bend 2 steps. That's a 4-fret bend. You're going from this to that. It's up there, man. So you're going to go and bring it back down. Section 5, 244. Yes, a cool rhythm here. 5-5 DG to 3B. And then 5-4-3 DGB, so that gives you 7th fret DG and B, down, up, down, to 3 DG to 3 AD, so it gives you, oops, and then some riffs. Pinky, 5th fret D. This is the, let's see. Probably my favorite part. 5D slide to 7, 5-4G, 7-5D, and you can alter these fingers, Liam, no problem. 7A, so that gives you 6-5E, and then the rock G, 3 low E, muted A, open 3B. That's 4 times, so. Right? One more. Alright, and then 3-15, we're going to go 3B, hammer to 6, and then pick, bend, again, with the vibrato, so it's, and then again with a bend, twice, vibrato the second, another bend release, and then go 3, hammer 6, pull 3, 3, hammer 6, rest, bend release, pull off to 3, 6, pull 3, to 5-3 GB down up. Sounds like this.